Hello, it is day 30 of the 10-minute portrait challenge. We've done, if you've joined the mugshot portrait session, we've done over 30 portraits already, which is amazing. And it's been so much fun sketching with all of you. Hi, Kolja from Aachen. Silke, nice to have you with us, Silke. I would love to know who's here and where are you joining from, and what are you going to be working today? Hi, Judith. I am going to sketch. I'm going to do a pencil drawing and then use walnut ink. I have a reference. I've got a couple of images to show you. Yesterday, hi Alexa. Yesterday, Pelé passed away, and a lot of people have been commemorating his passing and his life. And I think it was Christina yesterday who suggested, Christina from Newport Beach, suggested that we sketch Pelé today. So that's what we'll be doing. Hi, Miss Lupix, PTW, Uta. So nice to have you all here. Give me some thumbs up if you're not already subscribed to my channel. I'd love you to do that. This challenge is nearly over, but I'm definitely going to do it again. Not in January. I'm going to be participating in 30 Faces, 30 Days, which is going to be fun as well. Hi, SD and Per, Shannon, hello. So that's going to be fun. And then maybe, I don't know, maybe February, some other time. I'm definitely going to keep doing this. And Shelley suggested that we could do, like, if this is going to become a recurring thing, and something I've thought about in the past and I've done sometimes, where I have like a theme for a month where I focus on particular historical figures or maybe musicians or something. And so maybe in future iterations of the 10-minute portrait challenge there might be a theme which connects all of the muses together, which could be interesting. Hi, Fred Stone, Monica, nice to have you here. I'll show you the reference. I've got two images. We're going to work on one of them. So this is the one I actually found first that I really liked, of Pelé. And but then I thought it'd be cool, like when he made his mark, he was quite a bit younger, and so this really beautiful portrait has this like vintage photo flair. So I thought it'd be really nice to sketch from this one. So let's get into it. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. 23 people here. That's so cool. Nice to have you all here. I'm going to be starting this sketch with a polychromos pencil and then putting in some walnut ink. And I love this big dark shadow shape up the side. It's just like it's something to hold on to. Love having these strong contrasts and strong shapes to work from while sketching. So I'm going to start drawing, and it is 8:33 right now. It's nice. It's so nice seeing so many names pop up in the chat who've been here so often this month. It's been really cool sketching with you so much. So tomorrow is going to be, I know it's New Year's Eve, but hopefully many of you will have time at 8:30 to pop in here and do a final sketch together. That'd be really cool. I have my two little ones, Kira and Ike, are away, so I'm planning to have them in bed and then be able to come and sketch. And as the culmination, tomorrow I'm going to go back, revisit all of my portraits from this month. So that's going to be pretty fun, and I would love to have you join, and I'd love to hear about your experiences throughout the month as well, and your insights. So that should be fun. So join just for the sketch or join for the whole thing. Maybe we could even, maybe we could have like the Zoom room open as well, which would be cool. I'm just gonna adjust the brightness here so you can see this a bit better. That looks pretty good. I've got this new webcam and I can do things and check that the focus is really good. It does this autofocus thing, but then it like focuses on the hand and it keeps doing like color adjustment and stuff. But so I think that'll be really fun tomorrow. So please join. Who has time tomorrow? Sophie, great. Looking forward to the next challenge. Me too. And for anyone who's interested in monthly tutorials from me, I have my Patreon, which I know many of you have been participating, our Patreon supporters already, and thank you so much for that. It's really wonderful. And in those tutorials, I really go through the process, and there hasn't been so much of that this month. It's just been more about practice within these time constraints. But anyone interested in that and interested in supporting me, you can definitely check out my Patreon. The link is in the description below. And I take requests in that. Sophie had a really cool suggestion about recognizing different values, I think, if that's right off the top of my head, if recollection serves. And that's a really cool topic. And we've had things like drawing ears, drawing teeth, how to simplify a sketch but still kind of get a likeness, and I go through kind of my approach to measuring and working my way around a portrait. So if you're interested in a monthly, like step-by-step tutorial experience from me, then check that out. Or if you'd just like to contribute to my work, I've loved this so much. This has been so cool, and the more this kind of builds up and more people kind of into it, having fun and getting people in Patreon, and I'm super thankful for all the coffees people have bought as well, then the more that kind of gets rolling and gains momentum, the more of this I can do and dedicate more and more of my time to this. And this is like, I love it. Love drawing together with you, and just like, this has been so cool. So if that's something that sounds interesting to you, I'm also super appreciative for everyone who's here, sketching together, comments, liking, even if you're not commenting, but you're watching and participating. I really appreciate your attention and that we share this time together. It's really cool. Yesterday, we had an amazing chat, Shannon and I, with J.A.W. Cooper. Episode 5 of the Drawn Together show. It was so much fun. So thanks for that, Shannon, and thanks, Cooper. Thanks to everyone who joined, who in the chat, who watching at the moment, joined yesterday for the Drawn Together show. So cool. Cooper's just so lovely, such an amazing artist, and just such a fun chat. And if we have any Pelé fans in the audience, I'd love to hear from you too. If there's anything you'd like to say about the life and work of Pelé. I'm not that into soccer. I know of Pelé. I remember my first encounter in Australia, at least where I grew up. Soccer was not much of a big deal, but we had a new student from Chile, Rolly, and I remember, I think, I don't know if you ever see this, Rolly, but I think I remember you talking about Pelé, that Aussie rules football was like the sport, or cricket, where I grew up, but I was also not really interested in those either. But as life progresses, I've just become super appreciative of anyone who has that kind of mastery over their body and physical incarnation. Super amazing. And I was reading up on Pelé that he scored almost on average like almost a goal every game he played, which is pretty amazing because like from what I know of soccer, it's not that many goals are scored. So it's pretty incredible that in almost every game he played, he scored a goal on average. And yeah, it's interesting. There's I guess just like culturally significant events, the passing of anyone who has done great things, and it's he also returning to the theme of like activism and doing good, that he I've been reading up on his kind of his social activism, and seemed like a really special person, which is really cool. 81 Tizzle, watch Cooper today. Oh, how did you like it? Yeah, so it was great having people there live, but it's also cool that it just lives on. It's pretty cool about this whole YouTube thing, that it's there whenever you have time to have a look. And also all of these live on, all of these 10-minute portraits. So if you have joined the game late or been busy around Christmas or whatever, then you can catch up. You can, straight after this video actually, you could go and watch some more 10-minute portraits and do some more 10-minute sketches. Whatever you want to do, really. I don't know if I mentioned, I think I did in the beginning, this is walnut ink, which I also used in the piece of Emmett and Cooper yesterday, which I foraged and made myself. I find there's something fascinating about like images of athletes and footage from athletes from back in the day. It's kind of a different, I don't know, they look different. Everything looks different. The vibe is different. The uniforms, like kind of the whole ambience seems really different from current day sport and athletes and stuff. It's really interesting to see. I remember seeing these like old school AFL, the Aussie rules football. Like it's interesting. This time traveling thing that we were talking about during the mugshot live stream as well. It's just so interesting to see how things kind of changed and what hasn't, what has. Speaking of the mugshots live stream, next weekend on Saturday, we are due for another Saturday live stream. So I'd love you to come join me. We, in the past, we have done a lot of 10-minute portrait live streams where like we do 9 or 10 10-minute portraits, which is really cool. So maybe we'll do something like that again. We have about reached our 10-minute self-imposed time limit. This could really do with some more definition. All that line work from the beginning, having added all this ink, is everything that was kind of established in the beginning is kind of lost. So now would be like the moment to go back and touch that all up and add some more line work again, so that we have more definition and contrast. Does anyone have any suggestions for Saturday next week? What the topic could be? Something to have a think about. And is there anyone watching who's going to be participating in 30 Faces 30 Days? I'm not teaching, but I have, I don't know, the past 4 years or something, every January I've done 30 Faces 30 Days, and there have been, it's really pushed me and become a fun challenge to participate in. And whether you're following along with the teaching, or which is amazing because you get access to all these really cool artists and teachers. I'm just going to go a little over time because I want a bit more definition. There's some areas where I'd like this to be a bit stronger. Yeah, so there are all these teachers teaching. There's also Let's Face It, which I will be teaching in, which is a year-long art class. So it's like the time of thinking, oh, what's happening next year? What am I going to push? What am I working on? What are my hopes and dreams for the next year? And I have personally really benefited from art challenges in the past. So it's a fun thing start the year with. And this has been a super fun way to end the year. And who are we going to draw tomorrow? I was wondering. I don't know. Last portrait. I don't know. I think I'm going to stop. Does anyone have any responses to all of those questions that I asked? How's everyone's sketches doing? We've gone a little bit over time, so maybe it's like 11 and a half minutes with this one. But you can take as long as you want. Like, this is the starting off point, and you kind of go from here, and you can... people have been doing amazing work where I'm like, oh, wow, see what people are sharing. And you use these hashtags that I put up on the screen. Vivian Westwood tomorrow. All right, well, maybe. Any other ideas? Let me have all of your suggestions. And if not this time, then maybe in future. We'll see. What was I saying? Yeah, use these hashtags. Tag me. You can tag Pelé as well if you want. There's a Pelé account which is where I found these beautiful reference photos. And yeah, if you have a look on the account, you'll also see this more recent image, which I also think would be really beautiful to work from. And it could be a really cool companion piece for this young sketch. Fred Stone, thank you. It's so cool sharing inspiration, you know, like through the journey. It's so cool doing this together, that we get to sketch and create together, and it's like I feel like it's such a gift to receive inspiration from people, and it's also so cool to be able to share inspiration together. And yeah, it's just such an enjoyable process. So if in some way with my passion and kind of skill set, which I've been working on, that I'm able to share some inspiration as well, then I'm totally honored. And it's really an honor to be able to serve in that way and be here together with you. So thank you for the feedback. I'm glad to hear that it's inspiring, and it's just super fun as well, right? And the work you've been doing is amazing. So cool. So yeah, I'd love for people to be using these hashtags. Tag us, tag me, and come back tomorrow. Vivian Westwood is the suggestion for tomorrow. That's what we've got up here so far. Here I am with this sketch, which is a bit wet. May drip down a bit. My walnut ink portrait of Pelé. It's so interesting. There's something like when these great people pass on. I feel like there's this thing in mythology as well, that there's often this thing that it's like there's this greatness, and it disseminates and it kind of spreads out. Like when we think about the time when the gods used to walk the earth creating things, and then they kind of receded, and then mankind came and they were great heroes, and then it often seems like a kind of lessening, and it's like, oh, how can anyone ever be that great again? And there are so many people and so many great teachers where it's like, wow, what they give to the world is so amazing. But it's also beautiful. I feel like part of this community stuff and connecting and sharing inspiration is in this way, and through this exchange, I also kind of find new voices and new people and new artists and new stuff. And it's like there are these legends, and they pass on their inspiration, which spreads to following generations, and also to their colleagues and or contemporary people, whatever it is that they're doing. And it's just so interesting to see how it kind of spreads. And I feel like this, in our case, like drawing together and sharing kind of insights and techniques and just a process, or sharing a practice together, is a way of like, you know, lifting each other. We're all learning, we're all practicing, and it's just so much fun. So thank you all so much for participating in this together. I'm really excited about tomorrow's live stream. So it's going to be, looks like it's going to be Vivian Westwood. We've had 3 votes for Vivian so far, and no one suggested anyone else. So Vivian Westwood tomorrow. We'll draw Vivian, and then I'm going to go through my stack of 10-minute portraits. I don't know. I don't think these are all from this month. There's a lot here, but maybe they are. Tomorrow, after the portrait of Vivienne Westwood, I will go through all of these, and I would love for all of you to join, and we can just kind of share our experience together, what kind of reflect upon what we've learned and what our hopes are for the next year. Thank you all for being here. You're all awesome. Shannon votes Dylan. We'll see. Maybe we could start the year with a Dylan. Yeah, maybe. Start the year with a self-portrait. Cool. Christina, thank you very much for suggesting that we sketch Pelé today. It's a really nice one. And I hope you all have a wonderful last day of the year. And I'll see you around this time tomorrow. Take care. And see you next time.